Hi, it's Heather Buckman here with HeatherBuckman.com. It's such an amazing day out here today. I thought I would come from outside, looking at the woods and stuff in my background. I want to, over on my like page, Heather Buckman, I'm talking about living your passion and living your dreams, and I just wanted to kind of share what that means to me to, help you figure out what it means to you guys maybe. First, my story. I'm an engineer, civil engineer. I did that for a long time. From the time I graduated, I have to be honest, even in school, sorry, there's planes overhead. Even in school, I didn't really understand what I wanted to be when I grew up. I mean, I kind of took on an engineering job because I really liked math and science, and I really hated to read and write at the time. I think my ADD struggles with reading is why I hated reading, and I say they're ADD. I don't think I've ever was diagnosed with it, but I know my problems. But anyway, so I went into math and science, and it was a totally interesting field. I got it from my dad. I love, all of that. And I graduated and kind of moved to Maryland, and I started working here. And I really had a lot of fun after I graduated. I was like, wow, I can't believe I did this. I challenged myself. I passed this. But I guess after a couple of years, you don't realize what they don't teach you in school as part of life, right? There's a lot more reading and stuff and writing in engineering than I hoped for. There's a lot more stress than I hoped for. There was just a lot of stuff you just don't realize. Project management, you don't just do what you were taught. You kind of become something totally else, right? And then, you kind of get in the rat race, I guess, is what I was kind of at, right? You just get up every morning, you go do your job, you go home, and I don't know, life was just boring, not very exciting. I don't know. I was happy but not happy, that whole kind of thing. And I kind of got into personal development. One of my favorite books is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And I just started hearing this phrase, live with passion and you live your dreams. And I was like, that's not possible, right? People can't just get paid to do something they love. I couldn't understand that. I mean, I guess at one time I thought engineering was my passion and that's where I was going to be and what I was going to do. And I was happy with it, but I was just like, there's got to be more, I read the Success Principles by Jack Canfield too, and he was talking about write down things that you love to do. If you love to write, if you love drawing, if you love dogs, if you love that, how can you turn that into a career? Again, I always thought starving artist, I guess I have all these preconceived notions in my head of, how can I do that? How can I just leave engineering that I paid thousands of dollars to go to school for to do something different that I now, quote, have no experience in, right? I have no experience in becoming an artist and getting paid for it. Really, none. But it was interesting because, he talks about in that book, if you love baseball, there's more than just one way to live that passion. You know what I mean? You could play baseball, you could write about baseball as a journalist, you could, I don't know, maybe make baseball bats, right? There's a whole lot more options that come open to you if you're open and willing to look into that. And I guess over the years, I just kind of was always playing with that in my head. Hi, Tom. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Sarah. And just kind of trying to figure out where you can go with that. Because I wanted more in life. I just really did. I just wanted something different and something more than just sitting behind a desk every day and staring out the window to days like today versus being out here, So somebody introduced me, and I'll be honest, somebody introduced me to network marketing, and I was like, not for me. I don't have the time for this. I just didn't want to do this. But what it started me on the path was, it was a product and a service that I loved to do anyway, and I was already kind of chatting about it. What I found was one of my passions was I love helping people, just in general. I love helping people. I love to inspire anything. That's why I do my art projects and do the Zen Art Challenge. I love to inspire that. I mean, since I've been started my spiritual journey and reading the Bible, I feel like I brought people on that journey with me. that's all I want to do in life, is to kind of inspire people, right? So when I started this business on the side, like, it was truly just a side thing. I always just kind of said it was my yin and my yang, right? I love my job. I loved a lot of the aspects about it, but I didn't really like the stress, and, you know, there was just things I didn't like about it. The time I was in the office. So I kind of did this thing on the side because it was just fun. It was that other piece, that passion, right? I was having fun at doing something. I was helping people, I was sharing with people. And from that, I call, you know, network marketing like a business in a box. I mean, it's the easiest way to get started in any kind of business. It really is. They give you all the tools and training and products and everything you need to succeed, honestly, like the videos and everything. So, and then you get support and you get training, and it's just, you can't even explain it, right? But I've been doing network marketing now since, I don't know, 2007, so 10 years, like crazy to think about, right? My journey in 10 years and stuff. And am I like a millionaire? No, but, you know, maybe one day I will be. I'm okay with where I'm at, and I'm okay with what I'm doing. I was okay when I started and made a couple $100s and just kind of was able to buy some shoes or a pair of pants or go on an extra long weekend vacation. I mean, it was all about what I wanted and what I was doing, but it was more about the mission, the passion, the helping other people. Again, I got another plane. But over the years, in 10 years, I've learned a lot of skills and business skills that have helped me move on and share with you that you can live your passion. You really kind of can. It doesn't necessarily mean you should go and quit your job tomorrow. I'm not saying that, because, you know, everybody has to take their risk and know where you're at, but just start, you know. I found an art group and I started it for fun, and I turned it around and I kind of made a little book and I made a little money off of it. I mean, I'm not trying to get rich. I mean, if I was trying to get rich, I would spend more time doing it. But it was eye-opening to me when you say, wow, I can do this little thing on the side that I enjoy doing for fun, and I'm getting paid for it, right? That's what living your passion is, guys. It's not, you know, it's not some made-up little thing. I mean, I love Tony Robbins because, you know, he truly lives his passion, and he works really, really hard, but he works really hard, makes a lot of money, and plays really hard, right? So I think if you find something you love to do, find a way to go out and make it happen so that you can make money off of it, to the point where, like, do you want to spend more time? And, you know, they say give it 5 years and you could be, like, in a totally different spot than where you are today. 5 years of commitment, what does that mean to you? Does that mean you have to come home from a job and work a couple hours at night? Maybe just an hour or two. Or give up a couple weekends to kind of put some effort into this little side gig that you do until you get there? I don't know. I mean, you can only know your goals and how fast you want to run, right? If you want to run really fast, you're going to work really hard and put more effort into it and make some more sacrifices. If you just want to, like, you know, dabble in it and make a little bit of extra cash, you know, fine, that's where you start at. But you can do it, you know. You know, I don't know, you know, yes, sir, I just do a book every month and stuff, and I still do it, and it's fun. It's just a little fun thing, right? You can make money off of doing stuff you love. It's not my day job, it's not my thing, it's just finding something that I love to do and finding a way to share it with people. So that's what I'm kind of getting at, guys, is you can turn life around and kind of live your passion. It just starts by figuring out what you love to do. And, you know, if it's a hobby that you really love, how can you get paid for it? It's amazing what I'm seeing out in the world today. You know, like, people, I mean, go to the craft shows and the vendor shows and go look on Etsy, that Etsy shops and stuff, and just see. I know people on Etsy making 6 figures a year doing homemade, you know, crafty items. Isn't that crazy? 6 figures a year. And you guys would be surprised at what some of these people, like, quote, sell, because it's not something that takes a lot of talent, or, you know, I'm not saying they're not talented. That's not it. But it's not something like they had to go to school for 10 years to learn and master or something, you know? It's just something that they took time to figure out and research a little bit on how they can take their passion and make it into a hobby that they can get paid for, you know? And that hobby became more of a career, so they put more effort into it. So that's kind of my tip today. On my blog, heatherbuckman.com, today I posted more tips about living your passion. I also have some stuff going on over on my like page. I'll post the link below again. I've kind of posted it today. Join the discussion. I love to hear. And if you guys have questions or, you know, comments, like, ask. I'm open for, you know, chatting with you guys, because I think we have this catchphrase in our head that, you know, live your life with passion and live your dreams. And most people say, I can't do that for whatever reason. But you really, really can. You really can. And it starts small. Like, again, for me, I started with network marketing. I started by sharing products that I loved, and I got the training and I stepped out, and I still do network marketing because I love it. It's still the same freaking goal that I had 10 years ago of helping and inspiring people. I love helping and inspiring people to get started in their life and making the changes that they need. If a couple extra $100 will pay for a vacation at the end of the year, a couple $100, or if it will pay your mortgage at the end of the month or a car bill, that makes a difference, right? It's about meeting the people. It's about the friendships I've made along the way. It's about inspiring, is having people pat me on the back for the lives that I've changed. I mean, there's a lot of things that I do because it's my passion, and I feel like my passion is to go out there and inspire other people. And because of that, I've expanded my Just Quote network marketing business into so much more, and I love life. I love it. I love being able to sit out here and, you know, usually I have my Romeo. I didn't bring him out today because I wanted to just talk to you guys. But I hope you kind of start by looking at what your life, you want out of your life. I mean, you could become a travel editor and travel blogger and, you know, travel, or a restaurant. And, you know, I have a friend who's a restaurant, you know, she loves food. She's a foodie. And she has an amazing, successful blog because she goes to different restaurants and writes reviews on food. I mean, how cool is that, guys? Like, she gets to go out and eat, and then she, you know, found a way to get paid for it too. I'm not telling her your secret, because, you know, you've got to do some research and figure out how you can turn your hobby into, you know, getting paid. And it does take some work and some time, but I promise you, it's worth the effort. It really is. You know, it really is picking up a book or taking a small class or something that says, hey, how can I learn some marketing tips or blogging tips? Or how can I, you know, bake a cake and sell it? What are my health laws that I need to do to, you know, open up a little bit of like sell cheesecakes on the side to my friends and family and to some of their friends and family. Like, that's it. It's about having fun and doing the research and taking a chance and know your risk, and don't go, like, you know, broke over it, but go out there and make an effort. Put some time into it. Live your life, you know, because you never know what you start today and where it's going to take you. And if it could lead you to a life of less stress and more money and more fun, isn't that what life is about? So I hope you guys had some great tips today. Definitely check out my blog, heatherbuckman.com. Tonight I just posted some more tips for you to get started. And if you're kind of currently working and living your dreams, I'd love to hear it. You know, tell me what you do and why you are so passionate about sharing what you're sharing. Just leave a comment below. I can't wait to hear from you. Talk to you later. Bye.